Hi everyone, welcome to the AnkiPaglu series where we discuss how to use Anki, especially for someone who is preparing for the NEETPG or the INI exams. In the recently conducted EPG 2025, I secured a rank of 1.8k, and this was my first attempt in my internship. And I secured this rank solely because of Anki. My entire preparation was based on Anki. I, in this series, I plan to make around 5 to 6 videos, and I'll be uploading all of them within the next week. And I'll try to cover everything that you need to know, starting from what is reviews, so what how to make new cards, uh, the different settings, what are the decks available for the NEET PG and INI exams, and everything related to Anki. Try to cover in the next 4 to 5 videos. Anyway, so this is the first video, and let's introduce Anki. In this video, I'll try to explain how Anki works, right? So, what is the science behind Anki and the history too. And once you watch this video, you'll have some clarity and some trust over Anki and the science behind it. Fine, let's start. So, this guy, as you can see, he is Dr. Hermann Ebbinghaus, a German psychologist in the late 19th century. He conducted a lot of studies on memory, how memory works, and he came up with the concept of uh, spaced repetitions, active recall. Now, this man, he came up with a curve, which is this curve, the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve, which is how much of something do we forget each day. So the x-axis is time, as you can see, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the y-axis is your memory. Now, when you read something, let's say you read a page. In, when you finish reading that page, you'll have 100% of the information. After 5 to 10 minutes, there'll be a very quick loss. The information will go down to 75%, 50% after about 20 minutes. After about an hour, it goes to approximately, you can see 30%. After one day, 35%, almost that. And after 6 days, you can see after that the curve becomes stagnant. 25% is left after a week, and after a month, I think this goes to 10% or something. So you can see uh, the loss of the information you've just read is very quick, especially in the initial first 1 2 days. So you need to now. How do we counteract this curve? How do we counteract this forgetting curve? By this, right? So when you first learn something, it's at 100%. You need to revise that again after an hour, or at max after a day. Then again that information goes to 100%. You need to revise that information again after 3 days, after 6 days, then after a month, and then after 3 months, and that's how it is registered in your long-term memory. So this curve, this counteraction to the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve, this was used by this man. He's Piotr Wozniak. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. He was a Polish software developer and a scientist. He came up with supermemory. So, if someone is well versed with Anki, he also will know that the Anki till 2023, it was based on an algorithm, which is the SM2 algorithm. There was SM12, but SM2. So that SM stands for super memo, right? So he he divided this information into little chunks of information, and he was like, no, he used this curve so that that information will repeat after a day, after 3 days, after 6 days, right? So that is how he scheduled the revision of those informations. And that you just needed to do the cards or the super flash cards and the algorithm in itself will manage the scheduling. So then came this super memo study tool. In itself, it was an app, but then came the final boss, which is Anki. Also, another app, which is this is Mnemosyne. She's the Greek goddess of memory. The Mnemosyne app was also there, but Anki eventually became more famous. Now, as you can see, Anki was initially used for language. Classically, people used to learn Mandarin and Japanese because it was a very easy way, because you need to revise when you're learning a language, a new language, you need to revise it very, very frequently. So that is what Anki was used for till I think about 2015-16 when this came. Who is this? This is the Anki. So a group of four medical students from the University of Utah School of Medicine, they made a deck. That deck consists of, it's still active though. People frequently use that deck, very common, and a great deck in itself for USMLE. That was the Anking deck. So for step one, step one they created for all the subjects, and it became very famous, and people understood that Anki can be used for cracking USMLE or cracking MCAT, anything, right? And this came in 2016, I think 2015, 2016, became very famous. And then came our Indian Anki decks, the iAnki, Novelty, Mangomatic, all this. I'll be covering, I primarily used the iAnki deck, but I'll try to cover all these decks in the coming videos, and all of them are freely available on the subreddit our med school Anki India. And yeah, now let's talk about this curve, this curve, and how is it incorporated into Anki. So when you're doing Anki, right, you'll come across these. What are these? These are uh, basically at, so let's say you're doing a new card, right? You're doing a new card, and then it's up to you when do you want it to repeat again. Let's say you choose again, it'll repeat after 1 minute. Hard, repeat after 6 minutes. Good, 10 minutes, and then after a few days, uh, this will be the information, scheduling information. After a few months, this will be, so if you choose easy, it'll repeat after 9.1 months, right? Let me show you how does it work. So this is how my Anki looks now. Wait, let me just show you. I haven't touched my reviews. My entire streak is gone. I haven't touched my reviews for the last, I don't know how many days. Anyway, so wait a second. Yeah, so this is my deck, and let's just see. Fine. So as you can see, there's a question, and the answer is ductectasia. Now, as you can see, I have done this card before, and I'll tell you about scheduling, about retention, and all that. But if I choose easy, repeat after 12 days. If I choose good, repeat after 4 days. Hard for 15 days, and again for up to 10 days. All right, let's say I choose good. Next card. These are the indications for medical therapy in using UDCA. Again, I have again the same 12 days, 5 days, 15. This is how scheduling works for Anki, right? And sorry, I have used the FSRS algorithm, which is the latest algorithm. Uh, right. So yeah, I've used the FSRS algorithm, uh, which came in 2023, right? You can also use the SM2 algorithm. Trust me, it won't make much of a difference. So this mean absolute error is essentially the scheduling error, right, or the prediction error. So let's say a card should be repeated after 15 days, right? That is the best prediction. That is 100% that it should be repeated on the 15th day, right? Now, how well these algorithm predicts is basically the absolute error. So FSRS version 4 will only uh, there's only a 2.3% chance of error in predicting that when the next card should be scheduled, right? rather than anyway. Let's not get into the complexities. uh, you don't need to just if you're using if you're starting with Anki, just go with FSRS. If you're already doing Anki, your FSRS is not toggled on, you can just continue with SM2. Trust me, it does not make a difference in the long run, but at least for this INI or NEET, whatever it is. But at present, the best algorithm it is FSRS, right? You need to toggle it on, but if you're well into, like if you're like 6 months into Anki and you're doing SM2, it's fine. Just go ahead with it. Trust me, results won't be that different. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. I'll try to upload the next few videos in. I think I'll be done by the next week. All the videos will be uploaded by the next week. So thank you. And yeah, any mistakes or any advice, anything that you felt was wrong, or you have some better advice, please let me know in the comment section. I'll upload it in the next video. Thank you.